Cool kids. Come here, Fanny. Come on, baby. Come on. Cool kids, you may have noticed that I make a lot of videos about coins and silver and such. And I've just started a new series called Silver University. And in these series, I'm going to be teaching beginners how to find and get silver at reasonable rates. And get the kind of silver that your mom can be proud of. Yeah. Today's exercise is, so our last video, we discussed commonly found things that, you're going to see frequently. And by the way, every coin that I mentioned in the last video, you're going to want to memorize those ASWs for all those coins. So if it's US junk or Canadian junk, you need to know it. Now, luckily, the Canadian junk's really easy. You know what? We can make this the beginning of the video. That's fine. Let me pause this. One of these days, I'm going to write a damn script for these things. But that day is not today, my friends. All right. So, we're going to go through the U.S. stuff first. These are the numbers you need to know. These need to be in your head. I don't care. You can round it off 75. You could round that to 75 and say it's 3/4 of an ounce. You're not going to lose your butt doing that. But 0.7734. That's the number. That's the number you need to know, guys, if you're going to be buying U.S. silver dollars. They're not an ounce of silver. They're 3/4 of an ounce of silver. Okay? That's not an ounce of silver. By the way, that's the only Morgan ever minted in Denver. Just so you know, if ever you want to have one, 1921 is the only year that Denver Mint made a Morgan dollar. Also, the mint, there was a post-mint punch that was used on, I think, 150 of these that actually commemorated it along the face here. And if you get one of those, well, you're rich. Anyway, 3/4 of an ounce. That's the point. Okay? You need to know that. You need to know that in your head when you look at that coin. That's 3/4 of an ounce. So, 0.7734. Okay? Now, there is some memory. You have to have a decent memory to do this. It ain't got to be impeccable. It ain't got to be photographic. But you got to have a ballpark idea of what you're looking at. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. Okay? So, the first trick is a silver dollar, whether it be a Morgan, right? Whether it be a Morgan or a modern commemorative. And I don't mean an Eisenhower. Okay? Eisenhower's an oddball. Do not commit it to memory. 0.3164. Okay? Most Eisenhowers you run into aren't even silver, so don't worry about Eisenhowers. They're irrelevant. Okay? Just consider it about the same price as a $50, called a $10 bill. Anything over that, you're getting ripped off. Unless it's, for a mint state, special pop, super cop, collections flop, I don't know. I don't buy a lot of 40% Eisenhowers. They're always overpriced. If they're not, I buy them. It's really that simple. All right. This is the coin I'm referring to. These are all 3/4 of an ounce, 0.7734. So roughly 3/4 of an ounce is slightly actually a good bit over that. Okay. You can get these cheap. These are, if I was recommending a silver dollar to buy, commemorative silver dollars are the ones, not Morgans, not peace dollars, not seeded dollars, not any of the old, flowing hair. You're not getting any of that. The drape bust, you're not going to, first of all, if you get one, it's fake. Sorry about your luck. If you get one, it's fake. Unless you paid, big money, it's fake. And even if you did pay money, it could be fake. So, I'm talking about the older coin. All right. I am going to get a seeded dollar. I do have a trade dollar, so I just wanted a seeded dollar. But I have budgeted $300 to do that. I'm hoping to get one for about $300. I saw a really good one at a coin show last year, but I ended up buying an 8 real instead. But this is numismatic stuff. We don't need to worry about that. Don't go down that rabbit hole. All right, now you're going to need to know that the half dollars, right? Their actual silver weight is 0.36169 or 0.3617 if you want to round up. Call it about a third of an ounce. 3 of these is an ounce. It's not that simple because it's actually 10 cents off. It's significantly off. But, just if you want a ballpark, call it a third of an ounce. But it's 0.3617. Okay? That's the number you need to know. All right. This is a 90% half it. Okay? So that rule applies to that coin. I'm going to show you a coin it won't apply to and that you need to be smarter about. Okay? Any of these 40% halves. Hold on. There you go. They're about the same as a French franc in silver weight or a Spanish peseta, which is a fair bit under what a quarter has in it, a 90% quarter. Okay? So this coin, which I got out of a roll because I paid 50 cents for it, this coin is way lighter in the ass than the 90% coins. Okay? Now, very quickly, we'll talk about the kinds of 90% halves there are that you're going to run into commonly. I'm not going to get into every freaking one because I can go back to cap bust, but that's the different rules there. This coin has the same silver weight, 0.3617, as that Kennedy. Okay? So these are walkers. Very lovely, very beautiful, alluring. Okay, nice coins. And you can find them, you'll see them quite a bit. A lot of times they'll carry a premium if they're in nicer shape, like you just saw. This coin here is a Barber, 0.3617. And there you go. And this one's from New Orleans. Ooh. Alright. And then you're going to want to know about Franklin's. That's the other one you need to know. 0.3617. Okay, and that one's from San Francisco. Yay. I believe. Yeah. Anyway, no, it's a D. That's a Denver mint. It's hard to see. I could zoom in. Hold on, focus. Damn you, focus. There we go. Where's the mint mark on this thing? That's just there's the mint mark. D. Yep, that's what I was looking for. It's a D. Alright, so this one's from Denver. The point being, I don't even know why we're talking about that. 0.3617, that's what's important. Now, there are commemorative halves. Let me say that again. There are commemorative half dollars that you can get. This is a common one you'll see. Okay. This is 0.3617, just like the rest. Okay. All right. This is the one I recommend you buy, though, instead of that one. I always get these undermelt. These are the Washington halves. This one cost me $6.05. And quite frankly, no one cares about them. Everybody hates them. This is the one you want. You can stack these. I got several. I got a lot of these. Okay. Anyway. Halves. That's halves. Now, there are other coins besides dollars and halves, though. We got quarters to go through. And dimes, right? You have to know these silver weights. You have to know them. Third of an ounce, 3/4 of an ounce. You can round them, but don't go crazy with it. It's best to use the real number when you're doing your actual. 0.715 is what you use per dollar on junk. unless you're doing a dollar coin. That's a little different because the silver weights are different. But if it's 50 cents or less, you're going 0.715 times the face value. Okay? And that's going to tell you how many ounces of silver you got roughly. Unless they're all in mint condition, then you can actually use these numbers I'm giving you. Alright, anyway. Quarters. Alright. Quarters are 0.1808. 0.1808. All day. Ooh, minty fresh. Ooh, minty fresh quarters are fun. 0.1808 is the number, and that is what you need to know on a quarter. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it's a Washington quarter or a SLQ. SLQ. I have SLQs. Where are they? Where are my SLQs? Oh, there you are. 0.1808. 0.1808. Alright. And then your barbers. The most loathsome of the quarters. 0.1808. I'm not a fan of barbers. I'm not a big fan of Franklin halves either. Sue me. But the quarters I recommend you get are the Washingtons or these modern commemoratives that come in the silver sets. You can often get them under melt. Okay. Often get these under melt. No one cares about them. No one cares. They don't. No one cares. There's a few people that collect them, but it's right. It's not a big number. It's not enough that you have enough competition that the premium sticks. When they first came out, they were way more expensive than they are now. That's what I'm telling you. So there is a oddball quarter. Actually, I want to show you guys. And I'm not going to cover cap bust or seated, which I have, because you're not going to see that. You're not going to see that in the junk bin, odds are. And if you are, just plug in the same numbers I told you. You'll be close enough. Where are we at here? Where is that? Where is my oddball quarter? I have a couple of them. It's a rare exception to the rule. Ooh, here's a proof. There's a silver proof. So this would be something you could run into. This is silver. Man, now that's a nice coin. But let's see here. But it's still 0.1808. The exception is the 1976. Here it is. I have a few of these. It's the only 40% silver quarter ever made. 1976. It only came in the uncirculated and proof sets. Okay. Ooh. And I overpaid, right? If the silver weight's 0.06, it's about the same amount of silver as a dime. And I paid $5 for it. So this is a $5 dime, guys. I've learned since then. That was when I first was starting out. But let me show you the set it came in real quick. So there were two of these sets. One is proof and one's uncirculated. This is the uncirculated coin. This is the proof coin. You can see the difference pretty quickly, right? Anyway, same silver weight though. Same amount of silver. If you see this set, you've got silver. I would buy one for like $18. That's what I usually pay. 10 or less. It depends on the price of silver. But I say at $18 it's a buy. They made about 1 million of these, if I remember right. It might have been 2 million. It's a fair number. It's not a low mintage. Okay. So the way you know if this is a silver quarter is just look at the edge. Is it brown or not? And then weigh it. That's the other way. Right? You're not going to see that in general. That's like I said, it's the only year they ever did it. You're not going to probably run into it, but just know it exists. You don't need to memorize that silver weight. But you do need to know what a dime weighs. This is the most fractional, most fun coin you're ever going to find. Silver dimes are the way to go. I don't care who you are. Ooh, another proof. Ooh. Look at me with the proofs. I got the proof. Man, that's cool. Anyway, moving right along. Yeah. This coin right here is the one you want. Now, 0.07, right? 234, or if you want to round it up, right? This coin. Where are we at here? These dimes. Now, there were some variations in the 1800s, but we're not going to talk about that. But it's 0.07234. That's what you need to know. That's the number you need to plug and play. All right? 0.07234 will get you what you're looking for with these 10-cent coins. All right, guys. That's our silver weights we need to know as far as U.S. coinage goes. Okay? Except, I will add one more. Don't memorize this, but just know it's worth about $1. Okay? If silver goes to $50 an ounce, it's worth $2. These are war nickels, and you will find these. I found this one in my change. Just look for the letter above Monticello. So, there you go. You can buy them under melt frequently, even from online dealers. So, keep that in mind. Not the best way to stack, though, because people turn their nose up to them. That's why you can get them so cheap. All right, we're approaching the 20-minute mark. We're going to call this the U.S. Coins Need to Know ASWs. And next video, we're going to go to Need to Know Canadian ASWs. All right, that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, phone a friend. And Eva, can you see us out? Meow.